Kaka.
Asante sana Mberia, nikiwa eneo la Murang'a County. Good morning to everyone that is watching us and joining us live from Murang'a County. We welcome you to this special edition, the first investment conference in Murang'a County. A county that has presented itself as full of opportunities shaping the future of Murang'a County. My name is Vera Mora from Murang'a County, the first investment conference. And today we will be taking a closer look on how Murang'a is positioning itself as an economic powerhouse, attracting investors, boosting of its agriculture, creating jobs and balancing growth with stabilities. Now, I want to mention that Murang'a has been listed as the #2 in earnings of coffee farmers and the largest producer of avocados in the country, producing about 30 to 40%. It is also #1 producer of tea by small-scale farmers, as the last year's Murang'a County earned about 17.8 billion Kenyan shillings. I want to also mention that it is also among the top 3 small-scale producers of milk. And also there are value chains, including mangoes and avocados in the lower region of Murang'a that will be, among other things that they will be discussed in this conference. At this point, I want to introduce all of you to this special edition from Murang'a County, the first investment conference. With us at this event is Murang'a County Governor Irungu Kang'ata. We also have the DG, the Deputy Governor, who is also here. I've also seen Ann Waiguru. I've also seen a Member of Parliament for Embakasi East, Babo Wino. We are anticipating that the President will be gracing this occasion, but on stage, walking to stage, are different delegates that are partners to this event, partners that have partnered with the Murang'a Investment Conference, and will be crossing over live to listen in to what is happening. We will be here for the next couple of hours just to, highlight a few things that make Murang'a stand out as an investment magnet, an attractor of investments. Remember, Murang'a has a population of 1 million according to the last census that were conducted, and that is why Murang'a boasts of its agriculture and job opportunities and land. Allow me to cross live and listen in to what is happening. Thank you.
We're very conscious of time. Honorable Asari. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, Your Excellency, the Governor, and observing the established protocol, these members of Murang'a County Assembly, they have done their part, and they have done it very effectively. We have passed the laws that have ensured that we have development in our county, and I will introduce them, but I will start with the area MCA. Honorable Member for Mogumoine, where are you? Quickly. Yeah, very quickly, just mention your name as the area MCA, then the others I will just mention their names. So, area MCA, Mogumoine, Father Alex. We have Deputy Whip, the MCA for Kakuzi Mitubiri, where the land is located. Thank you. We have Honorable Royce, nominated member. Honorable Edwin, MCA for Getuge, here he is. Honorable Pauline, nominated member. Honorable Naomi, MCA for Rocho. Honorable John Monywa, MCA Gaisajiro Ward. Nominated member, Mheshimiwa Diana. Mheshimiwa Jane Mokami, nominated. Mheshimiwa Warispa Kimorori Ward. Mheshimiwa Kegawega Mogoiri. Mheshimiwa Hilary Ishagaki Ward. Thank you. Mheshimiwa Moses Mogoro Ward. Mheshimiwa Hannah, nominated. Mheshimiwa Simon Wamoya Ngararia Ward. Mheshimiwa Raban Choba Kabiti Ward. Mheshimiwa Gladys, nominated member. Mheshimiwa Charlene, nominated. Mheshimiwa Moteti Tetea Makuyu. Mheshimiwa Boniface Mudhithi. Mheshimiwa Samson Mokora Kagodoine Ward. Mheshimiwa John Goge Kefaya Gataga Ward. Mheshimiwa Kafera Kamahoha Ward and the Chair Trade. Mheshimiwa Karina Mashigo Township, Murang'a, Budget Chair. Mheshimiwa Margaret Wakang'ata, Wagu Ward. Mheshimiwa Isaac Chefman, Kahubu Ward. Mheshimiwa Peter Moga, Muraradia Ward. Mheshimiwa Roiro, wa kule uguo Billy Ward. Mheshimiwa wa Kagare, Mheshimiwa Moses. Mheshimiwa Esther, nominated member. We have the leadership. We have the whip. Mheshimiwa Kiru, thank you very much. Morris, Mheshimiwa Morris, Mheshimiwa Liz, Kenyona Ward, and the Deputy Majority Leader and the Deputy Speaker, MCA Moses, wa kule uguo Gashoi, wa ward hii tunaita Kehubuine Ward. Thank you very much.
Yeah, as the Deputy Governor comes back, I want to take a lot of pride with the team that you have seen there. People have asked us why we don't have wrangles in Murang'a. We have them, but we choose to do them in the boardroom, not on the rooftop of cars. Thank you. God bless you.
Asante sana, Mustahiki Speaker, for being very efficient. Allow me to recognize the Ambassador Philip Thiongo, who has been among us. Karibu sana, Ambassador. Allow me now to recognize members of Parliament who are in the present, and I would like to request the Member of Parliament from Kangema, Mheshimiwa Kihongi, to recognize the various members of Parliament who are with us, and then we are going to move forward.
Okay, thank you very much, our Deputy Governor, His Excellency, the governors, and all protocols observed. My name is Peter Kehogi, MP Kangema, and I think I will do the same as we have done. I think these are meeting for people of protocols and orders, and therefore I wish I would call the members of Parliament who are here. I can only see Babu Owino. I think you are the only member of Parliament. Tuko na gitari. Karibuni, just come please. We just do an introduction. I think even senators, we just do it together because of time, and I think the way they have organized is that speeches will come later. We just do introduction. Therefore, I'll just call for introduction for members we know who are here. Senator Onyonka, we have our Senator Veronica. I think it's just an introduction, your name, and the areas that you represent. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, the Governor, Murang'a County, Your Excellencies, the Governors present, Chairman Dr. Peter Munga, ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Honorable Dr. Babu Owino, Member of Parliament for Embakasi East constituency. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Your Excellency, the Governor of Murang'a County, Honorable Lirungu Kang'ata, Mfalme wa Maendeleo, Your Excellency, Governors who are present, Mudhoniwa, Dr. Peter Munga, and the congregation. I am David Ole Sankok, Member of Parliament, East Africa Legislative Assembly. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Kirinyaga, Your Excellency, my Governor, Anne Waiguru, and all protocols observed, I am Kashoki Gitari, the MP for Kirinyaga Central, and a friend of Governor Kang'ata. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Murang'a County, Irungu Kang'ata, Your Excellencies from other counties, my good friend, Governor of Kirinyaga and Waiguru, Your Excellency, Badilisha from Nyandarua County, and Deputy Governors who are present today, distinguished guests, sponsors, members of County Assembly, members of Parliament, and all invited guests and visitors and members of other states. Good morning. My name is Senator Veronica Maina, nominated Senator of the Great Republic of Kenya from the great county of Murang'a, And I want to take this opportunity to warmly welcome you to Murang'a County. This is the best county in the whole 47 counties. And I want to welcome all of you and say that you couldn't have a better destination for investment than being in Murang'a County. In 1978, the Municipal Council of Murang'a lent money to the Treasury, the National Treasury of the Republic of Kenya. And we want to position this county back to its original place, which carries the economy and becomes core to the economy of Kenya, because when Murang'a prospers, Kenya will prosper. God bless you. It's not time for speeches. I'm coming back with a speech when the president comes. God bless you. Asante sana.
Good morning, everybody. Your Excellency, Governor Kangata, my friend, my brother, distinguished guests, my Lordship Bishop, I'm happy to see you. Governor Waiguru, Governor Badilisha, and all the teams that are here, the chairman of Equity Bank. My name is Senator Richard Onyonka. I come from Kisii County, and I came here because when I was trying to get elected, Kangata came to my place to support me. The only thing he did is he slept in my place, but he never left me any money. But I won the election, so I'm very happy. That's why I'm here. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. I think these are an honor by His Excellency the Governor that Babu Owino can make a small speech because I think he's leaving. Karibu Babu Owino.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm so pleased to be here. I'm here because of Governor Irungu Kangata. And if I can tell a brief history from where we came from way back at the university, Governor Kangata is a very solid man. At the University of Nairobi, he was a student leader. And in Murang'a today, he is a governor for the people, a governor of the people, and a governor by the people. And clearly, you can tell this by how Murang'a County is performing. The other day, there was the release of a scientific poll that ranked Murang'a County being the best county in the Republic of Kenya. As Embakasi Republic was also ranked as the best in the Republic of Kenya. And therefore, you know that birds of a feather flock together. Way at the university, the governor saw something unique in me. And the governor, when I was suspended from the university, as you all know, I was fighting for the inherent and inalienable rights of the comrades at the university. The then, may his soul rest in peace, Professor Magoa, suspended me. The first person that I went to was Governor Irungu Kangata. But because of the hope that he saw in me, because of the faith that he saw and had in me, is the reason why I'm here today, and is the one who assisted me to go back to the university. He talked to Professor Magoa. I was readmitted back to the university, and today I can proudly say that because of you, Governor, I have 5 degrees and 6 diplomas. I'm just being humble. Ladies and gentlemen, as I was going around the booths, I noticed that the 3 sectors of our economy are well represented. The service industry that contributes close to 65% to our economy is well represented. That has the banking industry, has the education, health, insurance, and other financial institutions. We also have the manufacturing industry that has 16%, contributes 16% to our economy. And in that industry, we are still lagging behind. We also have the agricultural industry that contributes only 19% to our economy. Then the next question is, why are we lagging behind in the agricultural industry and in the manufacturing industry? We know very well that agrarian revolution, together with industrial revolution, are what we need for the growth of our economy. With agrarian revolution, we will be sure that our farmers will get their day-to-day or their daily bread. We will be sure that through industrial revolution, jobs will be created. And therefore, I urge the government to honor and respect the agriculture industry, where agriculture farmers in the agricultural industry must be enabled. An environment must be created for our farmers to get fertilizers at very affordable rates, at cheaper prices, so that we can boost agriculture in our nation. And the moment we produce the farm inputs, we take them direct to manufacturing. We don't have to always export our tea and coffee, and the final product sent back to us at higher prices. We can equally produce them in our farms, manufacture. The final product should be used or should be exported, and we should create a good market both locally and internationally, because in Kenya we have approximately a population of 55 million people. With proper marketing, we can get proper markets for our products. I want to tell you that the moment we embrace manufacturing, that is the point that our economy will boost and will grow. Why? Because we will be encouraging domestic absorption as opposed to foreign absorption, where money will circulate in our economy. And therefore, I encourage all the leaders who are here, together with the national government, to ensure that we boost our agricultural industry, we boost our industrial revolution, so that our people can get jobs, so that the economy can grow, so that money can circulate. Otherwise, thank you and God bless the people of Murang'a. Asanteni sana.
Thank you very much. Mpigeni makofi. Your Excellencies, allow me to reintroduce the PS Investment Abukadar Hassan Abukadar. My apologies. The PS Investment is here with us. Thank you very much. I apologize for the mix-up. Your Excellencies, allow me to go to the next level of introductions, to bring here the County Executive Committee members, as well as members of chief officers who represent the county in terms of investments, in terms of development from all departments. Kindly, members of CCs and chief officers. Kindly.
Tutaanzia na chief officers au wengine CC kwanza waende nyuma kidogo.
Your Excellencies, as well as our invited guests, when we talk of investment and we talk about development of Murang'a, this is the team that helps His Excellency the Governor in implementation of its mandate. And I would like to begin these introductions from the members, from the chief officers, beginning with the chief officer in charge of health services, Mheshimiwa Karoga, mpigeni makofi. We have chief officers water services, Bridget Wairimo. We have chief officer public service and devolution. We have chief officer communication, Bwana Gushu. We have chief officer in charge of lands. We have chief officer in charge of finance, Bwana Gesheha. Chief officer in charge of ICT, Koril. You have Chief Officer in charge of Health Development, Elliot. Chief Officer in charge of Infrastructure, Engineer Maxwell. And then we have members of County Executive, who are the CECs. We are going to begin with the Advisor of Legal Services. We have the Chief of Staff who has just, and also the Director of this conference, Mheshimiwa Kefiro. Mpigieni makofi. We have the Advisor on Legal Services, Wakili Njenga. We have the CEC in charge of Infrastructure, Engineer Pius. Asante sana. We have the CEC in charge of devolution, Dr. Kiringai. We have Dr. Mbogwa, who is the CEC in charge of health. We have our county secretary, Dr. Newton. Mpigieni makofi. We have the CEC in charge of youth affairs and social services, Mheshimiwa Gashusha. Mpigieni makofi. We have CEC in charge of education, Mheshimiwa Wairimo. We have a CEC in charge of finance, Professor Kiarie Mwaura. We have CEC in charge of land, Mheshimiwa Gatuna. We have the Deputy County Secretary, Mpigieni makofi. We have the CEC in charge of water and environment, Mheshimiwa Mary Magoshi, Mpigieni makofi. And finally, we have the mother department. That's why we are here today. I'm going to allow you to introduce yourself and the department you represent.
Thank you very much, Your Excellencies. All protocols observed. My name is Paul Kemani Mugo. I'm the CEC for Agriculture, Trade, Industrialization, and Cooperative Development. Welcome all, and thank you very much.
Allow me, Your Excellencies, when His Excellency the Governor came into office, he recognized that he didn't know everything about everything. And so, he put together a team that has helped shape the vision of Murang'a, that has helped shape the economic development of Murang'a into the next 20, 30 years, and these are the members of Murang'a Budget and Economic Council. Allow me, Your Excellencies, with all humility, to ask the members of Murang'a Budget and Economic Council to be upstanding and to kindly come forward so that the chair of Murang'a Budget and Economic Council can introduce the entire team so that we can also move ahead with the team. So kindly, members of Budget and Economic Council, kindly come forward so that we can make those introductions. Kindly.
Your Excellencies, the governors present, honorable members of parliament and senators around present, our guests, good morning. These are the members of Economic Council of Murang'a County who are appointed on day one by His Excellency Governor Dr. Irungu Kang'ata. And I know the name of all of them. I'm their chairman, but allow me to request each one of them to come here and introduce himself or herself and make a remark or two. And I'll start with the one just next to me. Come forward.
Thank you, Chairman. Your Excellencies, all protocols observed. My name is Dr. Salome Gitoho. I'm happy and proud to invite you and welcome you to this great county. There are great opportunities. Karibuni sana.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, My name is Professor Mudura Macharia. I am a member of this council. I am the chair of the Vision 2050 committee of this council, and I'm also the chairman of Equity Group Holdings. And I welcome all of you to this investment conference and look forward to spending the next 2 days with you to make Murang'a great. Welcome.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. Kanyenje Gakombe. I'm a healthcare professional, a member of the Economic Council, chair of the Kenya Healthcare Federation, and the leader within the Council of the Healthcare Pillar. Karibuni sana Murang'a.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Professor Felicita Wanjiru Njuguna, Professor of Kenyatta University, and in this council, I'm the chair of education. Karibuni sana, let's invest in education in Murang'a. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, all the protocols observed. My name is Dr. Engineer John Mosonik. I'm a member for Economic Council, and apart from that, I work in Safaricom. I'm in the team for the technology and innovation. Welcome, thank you very much.
Your Excellencies, all protocols observed. My name is Wayne Cook. I'm the Managing Director for Del Monte Kenya Limited, a major investor in Murang'a County, and I welcome everybody to Murang'a County. Thank you.
All protocol observed. My name is Professor Zipporah Ng'ang'a, proudly from Murang'a County, and I want to say to the investors, this is the place to invest in. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Your Excellency, the Governor, all protocols observed. My name is Jim Nambaru. I am a member of the Economic Council, and I chair the Trade and Investment Committee, which in many ways has been responsible for organizing these major events. I don't claim any credit for it. I want to thank all those who are involved in organizing it. They've done a wonderful job, and I wish everybody a great success today. Thank you very much indeed.
All protocols observed. My name is Professor Dixon Nyariki. I'm the Vice Chancellor of Murang'a University of Technology, the only university in this county, a shining university. We are among the best universities in the country. And I'm a member of the Economic Council. I'm happy to be here. We've been organizing this activity, and we are all happy that the day has come, and we are all welcome. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, allow me to start on the already established protocols. My name is Ambassador Modoni Geshohi, a former ambassador to the People's Republic of China, and I serve on the Trade Committee at Jim Nabaru. I would like to join the other members in welcoming you to this investment conference, and I look forward to a very successful conference. Thank you.
Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chris Flowers. I'm the Managing Director of Kakuzi PLC. We're here as one of the major investors in Murang'a County with one simple message. This is a county that is looking at the future, from Murang'a to the world. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, all protocols observed. My name is Lee Karuri, architect, and I'm representing Finternet, that is the Finance, Trade and Investment Network, which is a partner to the Murang'a County on matters of trade and investment. We are advisors and partners to this very important conference, and thank you. Welcome.
Well, as I introduce myself, probably I'll give you a bit of history about the county in which we are. When you talk about manufacturing started here in Murang'a by the indigenous people of Murang'a. In 1913, we were able to manufacture spears, knives. That's manufacturing anyway. And we would refine clay from Gaturi and export it and sell it in the open market and banana, now known as Karori. In 1903, Chief Karori, who was the paramount chief of this county, started a bank at Trusu. So the first indigenous bank, although you're proud to say that Equity was born in Murang'a, Karori was there before, having started a bank at Trusu in those many years and traded with rupees. Murang'a people, as you are aware, have a strong DNA in entrepreneurship. Also, the first attempt of coming in the large scale industry was to be started here way back by one of our members who is absent today, and he is the chairman of Citizen or Media Services, here to start mother paper at just next to here where we are. But that industry aborted, never saw the sun of the day. So you can see the dreams of manufacturing started here early. One of the reasons why we persuade investors to come to this and invest in this great county is because the indigenous of Murang'a and those in diaspora have also got very strong DNA in business and in entrepreneurship. There is plenty of industrial materials. We are near the market. It's within reach. If you lay your egg down in where we are, because we're in Murang'a, in the next 5 minutes is on a pan in Nairobi, and therefore you have the market and you have your money in your pocket. So there are all good reasons why you should choose Murang'a as your investment destination. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Give a hand to all the members of the Budget and Economic Council. It's quite a mighty team. Your Excellencies, I would like to recognize the presence of the Chair, Deputy Governor's Caucus, the Deputy Governor of Laikipia, so that he can introduce himself, and then we move out next.
Excellencies, governors present, and also riding on already protocols established. Good morning, or is afternoon. My name is Ruben Kamuringatia, the Deputy Governor Laikipia, and also the Chair of the Deputy Governor's Caucus. Indeed, Your Excellency Governor Kang'ata, we have a lot to learn from Murang'a County. So many investment opportunities, issues to do with food security. Tunasema kongore kwako. Na pia tunasema kweli, mkishikana nyinyi wote, we have what it takes Murang'a to go to the next level. Mine is only very short to say thank you, na karibuni pia Laikipia. We are very big in livestock and also very big in tourism. Na tukitoka hapa, tumesoma mengi. God bless you all, and let Murang'a be great. Na pamoja mkishikana, Murang'a will be the food basket of this country and also helping others to do industrialization. Asanteni, and thank you, Your Excellency, Deputy Governor. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mpigieni makofi. Your Excellencies, allow me, kwa sababu kinyozi huwa hajinyoi, I have the co-MC of the day, Sam Getuku, to give you the program of the day and the structure of the investment conference. And I would also like to recognize the presence of county executive members from other counties, especially from the surrounding counties. Kindly, wherever you are, feel recognized. I also like to recognize the former Speaker of the County Assembly of Murang'a. Wherever you are, kindly wave, and we have recognized you. Mheshimiwa Kariuki, asante sana. Sam Getuku, kindly continue with the program.
All right, thank you, Deputy Governor, for that. We now know who is here, and we'll continue to know each other as we continue. So we have 2 days of an investment conference that we are talking about the potential that is in Murang'a County to become an industrial hub. And today, of course, we're still expecting the arrival of His Excellency the President, who will also be gracing this occasion to also speak to us, as well as the Cabinet Secretary for Trade and the Principal Secretary. We'll also have a session in the afternoon where we'll have an opportunity to have breakout sessions into different aspects of investment in this county. We'll also have keynote address with Dr. James Mwangi shortly from now. And of course, we'll be also hearing from the governor. Tomorrow is an interesting day because apart from the panel discussion that we'll have in the morning hours, we'll also be having the site visits to go to different locations to see what investment opportunities exist for you to see what you need to do to make the best out of Murang'a County. Like I told you, Murang'a County contributes about 2% to the national gross domestic product. Again, you may think that is low, but we have 33 counties that contribute less than 2%. So you can see that's sizable. In rank, it's about number 13 in the country out of the 47 counties. So still think about that. Allow me then to invite Murang'a Water and Sanitation Company to give us a piece of entertainment. Then we continue with the program. Moscow Choir, please.
Shukrani zetu Murang'a yasonga mbele Pokeeni shukrani zetu Murang'a yasonga mbele Uinua kaunti yetu Murang'a hoye, Murang'a hoye, yerere, yerere Murang'a. Ni jukumu letu sote kuinua kaunti yetu Murang'a hoye, Murang'a hoye, yerere, yerere Murang'a. Tunajivunia kaunti yetu, kaunti ya upendo. Yerere Murang'a, tunajivunia kaunti yetu, kaunti ya amani. Yerere, yerere Murang'a, tunajivunia kaunti yetu, kaunti ya biashara. Yerere, yerere Murang'a. Pokeeni shukrani zetu Murang'a yasonga mbele Pokeeni shukrani zetu Murang'a yasonga mbele hoye, Murang'a hoye, yerere, yerere Murang'a. Kuinua kaunti yetu. Murang'a hoye, yerere, yerere Murang'a. Tunakaribisha more investors hapa kwetu hapa. Yelele, yelele Murang'a. Biashara hapa Murang'a tunafanya vyema. Yelele Murang'a. Na masomo hapa Murang'a tunafanya vyema. Yelele Murang'a. Shukrani zetu. Murang'a yasonga mbele. Shukrani zetu. Murang'a yasonga mbele. Uinua kaunti yetu. Murang'a hoye, Murang'a hoye, yerere, yerere Murang'a. Uinua kaunti yetu. Murang'a hoye, Murang'a hoye, yerere, yerere Murang'a. Biashara hapa Murang'a tunafanya vyema. Yelele Murang'a. Na viwanda hapa Murang'a tunafanya vyema. Yelele Murang'a. Na masomo hapa Murang'a tunafanya vyema. Yelele Murang'a. Pokeeni shukrani zetu. Murang'a yasonga mbele. Pokeeni shukrani zetu. Murang'a yasonga mbele. Kuinua kaunti yetu. Murang'a hoye, Murang'a hoye, yerere, yerere Murang'a. Kuinua kaunti yetu. Murang'a hoye, Murang'a hoye, yerere, yerere Murang'a. Tunajivunia kaunti yetu, kaunti nene sana. Yelele Murang'a. Tunajivunia kaunti yetu, kaunti ya upendo. Yelele Murang'a. Tunajivunia kaunti yetu, kaunti ya amani. Yelele, yerere Murang'a. Shukrani zetu. Murang'a yasonga mbele. Pokeeni shukrani zetu. Murang'a yasonga mbele. Kuinua kaunti yetu. Murang'a hoye, Murang'a hoye, yerere, yerere Murang'a. Kuinua kaunti yetu. Murang'a hoye, Murang'a hoye, yerere, yerere Murang'a. Ni jukumu letu sote. Kuinua kaunti yetu. Murang'a hoye, Murang'a hoye, yelele, yerere Murang'a.
Thank you, Mwasco Choir. Let's give them a better clap. Now, I have a few announcements before we listen to the governor of Murang'a County. First, there are some vehicles that need to move to create space for a very important guest. You know who that is, yeah? KCM 579Y, 18CG277A, KCM 376Q, KBX 282U, KCB 521N, KCV 425C, KCQ 827V, KDA 596V, and KDH 297N. Please go and move your vehicle. At the same time, to just recognize the sponsors of this particular event, the title sponsor is Equity Bank, a group. We have Lab Fund as sponsors, CPF, Family Bank, DTB Bank, Jubilee Insurance, Shandong Holdings, Brookside Teacher Service Commission, Murang'a University, the Kenya Tea Development Authority, Daydots Limited, Athi Waterworks, NCBA Bank, Mwalimu Welfare, Finscore Limited, Keith Exporters, Metropolitan Hospital, Amica Bank, and Kakuzi PLC. And I see the Deputy Governor is here. Please come.
Thank you very much, Sam Getuko. Now it's my pleasure to invite His Excellency, the Governor of Murang'a, Dr. Irungu Kang'ata, so that he can give his remark. Kindly give him our hand as he comes to address this most important occasion. Karibu sana, Your Excellency, Governor Kang'ata.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. The chair of Murang'a Budget and Economic Council. We also, that is Dr. Peter Munga. We have my colleagues, governors. We have Anne Waiguru from Kirinyaga. We have Kiari Badirisha from Nyandarua. We have various members of parliament and senators. Also, member of parliament from Marago has just come, and also members of the county assembly. I know there will be speeches by leaders, but allow me to just call my colleagues here for just 1 minute introduction. That is Governor Kirinyaga and also Governor Nyandarua. They introduce themselves, but they will speak once the president comes. I think, kindly, just a minute.
Thank you very much, Excellency Governor Kang'ata. I would like to ride on the protocols already established. My name is Dr. Kiari Badrisha, Governor Nyandarua. We are here to support our colleague. We want to appreciate the good work that the people of Murang'a are doing, right from the business community, the workers, the farmers, and especially the economic forum that we've just seen here. Remember, Murang'a is our cradle, Rad. Most of us came from there. So if Murang'a fails, then you know things will not be very good, especially for this region. I just want to say one thing. PS Investments is here. Is our request that as we move forward, we would want to see the PPP procedures being made easy so that county governments can be able to attract investors. And together, I would also want to urge both the national government and the county governments through our COG, we come up with a framework which will enable counties access easy credit so that you're able to promote such things. As I finish, the people of Murang'a, thank you very much because you have decided to give back to the community. And this is an example to all of us. Those who are listening to me from Nyandarua, please come back home and bring that knowledge so that we can also prosper and we move on the way the people of Murang'a are moving. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Murang'a, my brother Irungu Kang'ata, my colleague Governor Badilisha from Nyandarua, Chairman of the Budget and Economic Council, Peter Munga, and all the members of the Economic Council, elected leaders from Murang'a County and beyond, both from the National Assembly, the Senate, the members of the County Assembly, the executive members, and all the good people of Murang'a and the investors who have come here today, all protocols observed, good morning. I don't know what to say. I'm usually not a person of very many words, and I've been told that we are supposed to greet you, and then we will come back and speak. But I think the only thing I can say, because, you know, in where we come from, in this area, there is a saying that says, as in you fly with that which you have. We may be thinking that maybe we'll get another opportunity to speak. And when the president comes, other protocols overtake the situation, and you know what usually happens. So let me take this opportunity to just say two things to Governor Kang'ata. First of all, congratulations, my brother. You are doing very well. You make us extremely proud in this region. I have said this before. I have come for other functions here in Murang'a, and Governor Kang'ata and I collaborate quite a bit, especially on sharing of ideas, learning from one another, and supporting each other. And one of the things that I have taken from another lesson today from Murang'a is actually the Budget and Economic Council, getting the eminent people from Murang'a to participate in the development of Murang'a County. Recently, I was out of the country on a supported trip by the Swedish government to help us see what Sweden is doing with regards to waste management. And we went to several counties and met the governors of those counties. And we realized that to transform your county to be a hub of development, like in Kenya, is not really rocket science. These things that you're doing with regard to ensuring both the public service is functioning and also now from the private sector ensuring that manufacturing and investments are taking place is the only way that you can move Murang'a from where it was to where we clearly see it is going. I am resident also of Murang'a. As you know, this is my second home. I tell people that I spend almost as much time here than I do even in Kirinyaga, because I'm here at least 2 days every month. I say that to see my parents-in-law. And we can clearly see the change since Governor Kang'ata has come. Well, manufacturing, as we all know, in Kenya is the #2 employer in this country next to the public service. The public service estimates to employ about 500,000 people. Manufacturing sector employs close to maybe 370,000, if my data may not be completely accurate, or close to 400 at the highest. For this number to increase, if you look at our Vision 2030, when I was in Treasury, we used to have a target for manufacture to contribute to the GDP 15%. At about 2010, around 2010, 2011, around there, we actually got to about 10%. And thereafter, we contracted, and we've never really been able to get back up. Right now, the contribution of the manufacturing sector to our GDP is about 7.6%, between 7.4 and 7.6%. So the potential for growth is immense. No country can industrialize if the manufacturing sector is not growing. And with the manufacturing sector growing, you see other sectors, service sectors, also growing because of the support structures that they give to the manufacturing sector. The food and accommodation, for example, investments also come in because industries have come in. In Kirinyaga, for example, we have an SEZ and EPZ, and we are going to have a golf course with a four-star hotel. You'll see that the four-star contributes to the sector for accommodation and hotels, and yet we have the SEZ and EPZ contributing to the manufacturing. So definitely, Murang'a and Governor Kang'ata, you're in the right direction. Personally, I'm envious of Murang'a, being that it's closer to Nairobi than we are. We are not too far, but it is closer. Your location is enviable at De La Monte, where you're going to be having the industrial park. And I don't want to market your industrial park at the expense of my industrial park, which is further down. But if we look at the specific value chains of investments that are likely to happen in Murang'a, if we focus on your areas of strength, and Kirinyaga focuses on areas of strength, but Dilisha focuses on his areas of strength, I think we can all contribute to ensuring that the manufacturing sector goes to the contribution of GDP to about 15%, and therefore helping us with the sector, employing more people, and also being a driver of the overall economic growth. So mine is to say we are here in solidarity to support, to stand with our brother, to encourage the investors who have come here today to invest, and especially those also from Murang'a, invest in your county. Let us see how we can contribute to the overall success of not just Murang'a County, not just the Central Kenya region, but the entire nation as a whole. So well done, and thank you for welcoming us to Murang'a, and we will look forward to also welcoming you all to Kirinyaga County. Asanteni sana.
Oh, thank you. We need to clap for our key guest, Dr. James Mwangi of Equity Bank. We are very proud of Equity Bank. We as Murang'a people, we know what it has done, and being associated with that bank as a county is a moment of pride. Now, my speech is divided into 4 areas. One, there'll be a brief introduction. Second, I will be calling Professor Kiari Mwaura to do a small presentation on what we do as a county. 3, I'll be calling Meshak. He will take us through on some automation we do. Then finally, I'll now come back to give a substantive presentation on why we are here and what opportunities are there for everyone. Once I'm done with those 4 points, I'm done. And therefore, let me start with the first point, a brief introduction before I go to my presentation. This event has 4 main goals. Those goals are: 1, to market Murang'a County. You know, assume there are 2 persons, person A and person B. They are selling motor vehicles. Person A does not speak. He keeps quiet. Person B speaks. You'd imagine the second person who does the marketing will sell his vehicle. So today, whether there will be deals signed here or not, we believe we'll have marketed Murang'a County as an investment destination. We believe with that marketing, people will be attracted to this county. They will even do private deals, maybe even Murang'a County properties, the land, the plots, the produce like avocado and other things. They'll get some markup by mere fact that we held this conference today. So therefore, you just coming here, we are happy. We have achieved objective 1. Objective 2 is, we hope, once we show you what we have, you will come and invest and you will pay us some revenue. And therefore the county will get money. If we don't do that, we will be compelled to add more taxes to Murang'a people. But now it's like we are opening a new revenue stream without us now telling Murang'a people, pay more market fees, pay more single business permit, pay more liquor license, and therefore, at the end of the day, whatever opportunity will show you, if you agree to them and you decide to put your money, now we will have made Murang'a County own source revenue to increase and therefore enable us to do more in Murang'a County. The third, and I think the most important reason, we believe your investment in this county, they will create jobs. We all know how our relatives, our brothers and sisters, particularly young graduates and young people, they are always pushing us, how can I get employment? Creating employment is one of the very hard things any government can deliver. But governments don't create jobs per se. It is very impossible for us to tell young people, come join county government of Murang'a to get jobs, because that then will mean our wage bill will expand and it will reach a point it will be unsustainable. Jobs are created by private sector, you persons who are here. Let me give you an example for you to understand. Look at Nairobi Central Business District. How many buildings there are owned by either national government or Nairobi city government? Maybe 5%. 95% of all those shiny buildings you see in Nairobi, it is private people who came with ideas. They decided to put up all those shiny offices and buildings. What government did is only to provide water, infrastructure, and such. And therefore, when we look at you here, investors, you are the people to create jobs for Murang'a people. And therefore, us is to create an enabling environment to give you what can we do, what incentives can we do, so that you come here, you put your money, and you create jobs for Murang'a people. The other goal at the end of the day of this is the idea of creating backward linkages. What do I mean? I mean, manufacturing is the most important sector in job creation and creating backward linkages. Here I mean benefits that accrue beyond the direct jobs that an entity can have. An example, if you put up an avocado factory in Murang'a, you not only create direct jobs, but you also enable the farmers who have several avocado trees in Murang'a, their value to go up. The same in coffee, mangoes, let's say even sunflower, or any other produce that is produced by Murang'a people. And therefore, if you come here and you tell us you have this idea, you have this capital, we will give you that opportunity in our investment opportunities. You help create those synergies. I think, let me also welcome CS Lance Wahome. She's here with us, clap for her. She is our daughter. and she is also very important in this journey of creating a good environment for investors. So let me now go to point number 2. Professor Kiari Mwaura, please come do a brief illustration on what the county has been doing, though this is not the core area of our focus today. Ours more is on investment. Karibu.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the Governor of Murang'a County. All protocols observed. My name is Professor Kiari Mwaura, the CCM Finance and Economic Planning of Murang'a County Government. Today is a great day for Murang'a County, and it's also a great day for the investors, whether from Murang'a or from outside. As we guide investors for the next 2 days, as we guide you on where and how to invest in Murang'a, I want to spend just a few minutes to tell you what we have done in the last 3 years to make Murang'a ready for investment. As you know, sustainable investment does not happen in a vacuum. There are key drivers to investment, and when those drivers of investment are missing, the investment, however big you might make, you find it doesn't succeed. So one of the key investment drivers is a human capital. And if you look at the screen that you have, the graph that you have on the screen, you see the important role the human capital plays in driving investment. Human capital, by human capital we mean the economic value of the knowledge, the skills and experiences that each person has, the economic value of that. If that is missing, or if that is affected negatively, you find that investment does not grow, development does not come in. So what are the key components of this human capital? The reason why I'm giving this is to this background is just to show you that this human capital, being so important as a driver of investment and the economy, it has been the driving force behind what we have been doing to transform Murang'a in the last 3 years. So if you break down the human capital, you'll see that there's an element of education, the skills that a person has. There's also the element of health. You might be very skilled, but if you're not healthy, you find that you're not productive. There's also the element of entrepreneurship. It is entrepreneurship combined with the human skill that creates innovation. If that is missing, you find that the innovation will not happen. And therefore, there will be no growth in terms of investment and development. There is also the other element, as the governor has said, the role of government, and also the inequality. You find that as a government, if we don't address inequality, then you find that the people who are disadvantaged are not able to contribute effectively to the growth of the economy. That's when you look at our education system, as I'm going to say later on, sometimes we do focus a lot on the day schools. And the reason for this is because those people who are attending day schools are more disadvantaged than the people who are going to boarding schools. So in essence, when we focus on them, we try to bring about equality between the people. So very, very quickly, this has been the driving force. And I remember every time we go to the county assembly to present our budget, the chair of finance of the county assembly is always very keen to ask us, what is the logic behind your budget? And the logic behind our budget for the last 3 years has been the growth of the human capital. Starting with the first one, I'll just show you just a few interventions, some interventionist approach that we have put in place to make sure that the economy of Murang'a is growing and that the people of Murang'a are ready for investment. Because if the people are not ready, then however much you pump in terms of investment, that investment will not grow. So the first element is health. We just go to health, the next slide. We have health. The key flagship project on health that we have is the Kang'ata Care Program. This Kang'ata Care Program is a very targeted insurance scheme for the vulnerable in society. So far, we have identified 40,000 households who get a medical card, insurance card, which is completely free of charge. And if you consider that one household has 4 people, 40,000 times 4, we have covered 160 persons in Murang'a. Comparing that with the population of the county, we have a population of 1 million people, so then we have covered 160. So that is about 16% of the entire population of Murang'a has got this free insurance cover. And so as we continue increasing the allocation in our budget, we are going to see that very soon we are going to be able to cover 50% of the entire population of Murang'a, and probably in future we can be able to raise that to 100%. So the key benefit of the Kang'ata Care Program is that for the people who have that card, the 160 persons, they get comprehensive inpatient care in all health facilities. They also get outpatient care in contracted health facilities. It also comes with free optical and dental care in government and private facilities. And in addition to that, if a person within that household dies, the family is able to get 100,000 as last expense benefit, so that the roles that were being played by the person who has passed on, the family can be able to cover with that. So we are doing this to make sure, as I said, that our people are healthy. If they are not healthy, even if we bring industries to Murang'a, there will be no people to work in those industries. So that's why the focus on health is very critical to us, to make sure that Murang'a is investor ready. As you come, our people are healthy and we'll be able to work in those factories. In addition to providing the Kang'ata Care Card, we have also continued to improve the infrastructure of our hospitals. We have new health facilities which are geared towards easing the pressure that we have on the Murang'a Level 5 Hospital, which at the moment takes care of 1,500 patients in a day. So we have built hospitals in different places, including Nyakeanga, in Mathioya, Kagema, Maragua, Murang'a, Kandara, Level 4, Kirwara, Level 4, Kenneth Matiba, Level 5, and Kenneth Matiba is going to be located in the Makeji area. For those people who are going to visit there tomorrow, you'll see it as you enter the EPZ and the SEZ zones. In addition to the infrastructure of the hospital, focusing on the brick and mortar, we have also moved to the digital space, and we have introduced telemedicine, which allows our patients, our residents, wherever they are, whichever corner of Murang'a they are in, they don't have to travel. They don't have to spend a lot of money on bus transport to access a top medical doctor in Murang'a town. They can access that doctor within the confines of their village through a screen. So we have those telemedicine facilities in all the sub-counties that we have in Murang'a County. So it allows for that very close interaction with the doctor, and the doctor is able to provide prescription. Once they provide prescription on the screen, we make sure that our health facilities in the villages are stocked with sufficient medicine for any patient. And this is becoming one of our greatest innovations in health, because people are feeling they are able to save. Because we could see in the past, a person could actually fail to go to a hospital and probably sometimes even die because they cannot afford 200 shillings, 100 shillings for bus fare to go to Thika or to go to Murang'a, to go to Keno. So this has really helped. So The telemedicine facilities are in every sub-county. Idhanga is there, Gatanga is there, Kadara is there, Kegumo is there, and Kiharu, Kahuro, Kangema, Madhioya, each and every corner of the county, they have that telemedicine facilities. As you've said, we have also continued, apart from building the level 5 and the level 4 hospitals, even the health centers, we are also building them. We have done one in Higaine, in Bare Ahiti, in Doita, in Gatito, Kandara, in Karurumo, Kangema, in Gakoyo, Kegumo constituency. As I said in the beginning, the other program that we have, apart from health, is a smart city program. As we invite investors to come to Murang'a County, we are telling them, once you produce your goods, we need to have ready and efficient and working towns or city centers where those goods can be sold. And therefore, as you can see there in the picture, we are targeting rehabilitation of our town centers. You can see the road there, the way it was looking in one of the town centers before and the way it is today. So we have completed these smart city programs to make our towns efficient and ready for business in Murang'a constituency, Gatora in Gatanga, Kabati in Kandara, Kangare in Kegumo, Murang'a town, Kiharu, Kangema in Kagema constituency, Kireaine in Madhioya, Kahatia in Kiharu, Kaguku in Gatanga constituency. And also Gasharage in Kandara, Kanyanyaine in Kangema, Zabka in Keno, Kamune in Madhioya, Kablos also happening in Murang'a town. Apart from now making our towns more efficient and working and friendly to investors, we have also made targeted interventions in the area of agriculture. As we said, for investment to grow, entrepreneurship needs to be encouraged. And that's why we have really targeted on agribusiness. So because we asked ourselves, what is it that we can do to empower our farmers to actually boost their business, their agribusiness, so that they can benefit, they can afford school fees, they can afford hospital bills where they are not covered, they can afford a good standard of living. So we have done targeted intervention in agriculture through this program that we call the Inua Mkulima Subsidy Program, which initially it is targeting milk and mango farmers, and we target farmers who are in cooperative societies. The farmers are issued with Inua Mkulima smart card, which is loaded with 2,400 shillings every 3 months. So you get a smart card, and that smart card is loaded with that money without fail every 3 months. And what we have done, we have made sure that we have a fund. We thank the County Assembly for passing that registration. We have a fund. When we requisition money from the National Treasury, we are able to keep that money in that fund to make sure that our farmers don't suffer. Even if the year closes by June, the money in the account remains in the account for the benefit of the farmers. So once a farmer has this card with 2,400, they can also use this card to buy different items in agrovets that we have registered with us. And the agrovets, they can sell to them seedlings, animal feeds, mineral salts, for example. They can also buy foodstuffs like rice, maize, wheat flour, cooking fat. And sometimes they might opt to even pay school fees using that card for their secondary school education, as well as payment of hospital fees. To empower our farmers effectively also, we have encouraged investors like yourself who are coming to invest in Murang'a to enter into contract farming with our farmers, where you provide seedlings, the farmers grow the seedlings, and they get a very ready market for the produce. We have done that with East African breweries, where we do contract farming for sorghum. Initially, we distributed seedlings, sorghum seedlings, to 2,000 farmers. And once they grow, East African breweries is able to buy sorghum at 48 Kenya shillings per kilo. And we are saying, because this has been very successful in sorghum with East African breweries, there's no reason why this cannot be replicated in other value chains, including simsim, including wheat, including cotton, where it can grow in Murang'a. This can be replicated in all the other value chains, the contract farming, because it's very beneficial to the farmer, because the farmer gets an assured guarantee of the price and also the market. So the farmer's take-up is very good. Also on agriculture, we have introduced the maize and fertilizer distribution program, where we first registered 57,000 farmers, and we gave them free maize and fertilizer, which is sourced from trusted sources, Simlo seeds, and also Carlo. Each farmer gets 2 kilos of maize seeds, 8 kilos of planting fertilizer, and 8 kilos of top dressing fertilizer. So, and once they grow that maize, which is doing very well now with the rains that we are having, we have also entered into contract agreement with Joy Millers, the millers of Kavagara, wheat flour, where they buy every sack of maize, they buy from our farmers at 3,500 shillings per sack. So farmers, when they are growing this maize, they are sure that that market is there, and they are sure of the price. The other intervention that we have made to make Murang'a ready for investors and to boost our human capital in Murang'a is intervention in the area of education, especially in the early childhood development education, the ECD. As you know, scientists tell us that 90% of a human brain is formed between the age of 0 and 5. So if you don't make the right intervention when the child is young, you disadvantage that child, and you negatively contribute to the development of the human capital in the county. So we have that very targeted program where kids in all the ECD centers, we give them uji, porridge, every day. Every day they get uji. And that uji that they get is uji that is fortified with vitamin A, so that it can boost the development of the brain of the child. So it is working very well. 42,000 kids in our 700 ECD centers are benefiting from that. And we are doing this because we know once we invest in those children and their human capacity becomes great, these are the people who are going to support the industries that are coming to Murang'a County. These are the people who are going to be drivers of the economy when you and me are long gone. We also have, apart from the feeding program in nursery schools, targeted bursary schemes for our children in high school. We have the Nyota Zetu program, and the others that are on the other screen. But yeah, we have the award bursaries. We have the best people bursaries. We also recognize people with disabilities. We support them with bursaries. University bursaries also we offer to the students who are entering university for the first time. And the critical one and the very popular one is the Inua Masomo program, where we target, as I said in the beginning, to address the inequality that is there between the kids who are able to go to boarding schools, they are able to sleep in dormitories, they are able to avoid working in the farms when they are studying, as opposed to the kids who are in day schools, who are really disadvantaged. So to address that inequality, we came up with this Inua Masomo program, which focuses on kids who are going to day schools. And the way it works is that every person from Form 2, Form 3, and Form 4, every child or every student who is able to make it between number 1 and number 10, they get their fees paid fully by the county government of Murang'a. And the beauty of this program is that there's no corruption, because there's no one who can interfere with that listing between number 1 and 10. And so it also creates a lot of competition, because if a child knows, if I become between number 1 and number 10, all my fees is going to be paid for that term, the competition that we are seeing in the schools is very immense, because no one wants to be dislodged from that position of 1 to 10. And the one who miss it, they are always yearning to get to that 1 and 10 position. So it creates a lot of very healthy competition in schools, which in essence or in turn improves our educational standards. That's a Inua Mkulima program. The other innovation that we have done to make all these programs run well is because every time we are making a budget, every year we are making a budget, we always find that the budget we get from the National Treasury is not sufficient to take care of all these programs. And therefore, we have really targeted on enhancing our own source revenue to make sure that we get enough money to be able to support all these programs that I've talked about. And you find that by the time we took over government 3 years ago, the highest revenue that the previous administration had raised was actually 520 million per year. Within 2 years, we were able to raise that from 520 to 1.1 billion. And this has been very useful in helping us to support all those programs that are making Murang'a ready for investors like yourself. And the strategies that have really helped us in boosting our revenue collection is, of course, one is automation. I'll just give you one example. In one of our key hospitals, Murang'a Level 5 Hospital, once we took over government, they were collecting 70,000 a day. Today, through automation, they are now collecting 400,000 a day, from 70 to 400,000 a day. So we are making sure that that automation is really working, and apart from automation, we are also monitoring very closely. Anytime we see a dip in revenue from one unit, we are able to follow up and ask questions. Last month, you were able to collect so much. Last month, you were able to collect so much. This month, it has gone down. What has happened? So we're able to follow up and know. Because as you know, for those in business, once you fail to monitor, you can find yourselves in very, very big problems. For those who are born around 1995, you remember the case of the Barings Bank of the UK, which employed a very young CEO by the name Nick Leeson. Nick Leeson became the head of Barings Bank in Singapore. And when Barings Bank failed to install sufficient internal controls within the bank, Nick Leeson was able to get away with a lot of fraudulent, unethical trading in Singapore that ended up collapsing the entire bank. He ended up serving 4 years prison sentence in Singapore, and the entire bank collapsed because of the failure of having sufficient internal controls. So the same thing with our revenue system. We are saying if we don't monitor and look at what was happening last month and the previous 6 months, then we can find ourselves in a lot of problems, and all the projects and the programs that are supporting innovation within the county and transformation, they can actually fail because of lack of that monitoring. So that has been very helpful. Moving on to a different intervention that we are making is intervention on Murang'a Youth Service. We know our youth are our future. The youth are very critical in helping us to grow the economy. So we have a program. Once we came into government, we realized that there were so many people, young people who were unemployed, and we could not absorb all of them into the county government. They kept asking us, how can I get a job in the county? So we could not absorb everyone. So what we did, we came up with a program, an innovative program, that engages the youth, the young people, and also empowers them to get skills so that they can be able to use those skills in business or get employment elsewhere. So every 3 months, we employ 1,050 young people that we recruit in every ward. Every ward gives us 30 young people. We have 35 wards. So 30 times 35, we get 1,050 every 3 months. And what we do, once we recruit them, and we recruit them through a very fair process. Again, to avoid corruption, they do balloting. Every ward, we just mark 30 papers, yes, 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 and the others no. So whoever is lucky and whoever picks a yes becomes recruited automatically into the program. So there's no chance of anyone, even myself, I cannot influence anyone to get into that program in my ward. So no one can do that. So it's a very fair and efficient system. So once they get in, for 2 months, they help to clean our towns. They help our towns clean for 2 months. And during those 2 months, they get paid 400 shillings a day, with 300 shillings going to the student, young person, and 100 going to the parent. And the reason why it goes to the parent is to make sure that a parent is also a very key stakeholder in this journey of the child, including being able to wake up that young man or that young girl to go to work in the morning. So they also feel part of that program by getting that 100 shillings a day when the young person is getting 300 shillings. So it's working very well. And then after the 2 months, 1 month, the last 1 month, we take them to the village polytechnic, where they get skills, including they learn plumbing, they learn tiling, they learn about electricity and all those kind of skills, dressmaking, bakery. And after they finish, we do a graduation for them. And once they graduate, we give them 15,000 shillings per graduate to be able to start a business. So that's how we empower the people. And we are lucky and happy to say some of our partners, including Kakuzi, have actually promised, and Del Monte have promised to actually be recruiting some workers of their factories from graduates of this program. So we hope that as we create more partnerships, we shall be able to create more opportunities for the young people who are graduating from this program. In addition to that, we have interventions. We are doing a lot of solarization in our county projects, including our hospitals. Our boreholes are solarized. And the reason why we are doing solarization is because we realized that we are paying a lot of money to Kenya Power and Lighting. In 1 month, sometimes we find ourselves paying, or let's say 1 year, we find ourselves paying 70 million per year to Kenya Power. So to be able to reduce that bill, that's why we are doing solarization, so that the bill can come down. And that money, instead of going to Kenya Power, it can actually go to the projects that we've talked about, including health, youth, agriculture, and the other programs that we have. The boreholes, we have finished boreholes in different areas, in Yakarego Primary, Getugi, Kangema, Mugoro Ward, Mudhithi, Medine, in Mukoyo, Bogoine, Kahumbu, Nanga, in Mitubiri, Kangure, in Gaturi, Dhogororo, in Kemorori Ward. So those are the completed ones. Mutito Primary School, Mehango, Kagodoine, in Kagodoine Ward, Kitoni. Yeah. Finally, the last one is the intervention that we are making to make sure that as we support our farmers to be savvy in agribusiness, we are also saying we recognize, or we are cognizant of the fact that they need modern structures where they can do their trade. So we have constructed markets in different places, like Kabiti in Maragua, Ishishi in Kangema, Kehoya, Kangema, Karure, Kegumo, Kandara, in Kandara constituency, Getuge, Kehubuine market, we have done Kabros, Mununga in Kegumo, Kamune in Madhioya. So I think with that, you get a snapshot of the intervention that we have made to make sure that as you come to invest in Murang'a, our people and our localities and our towns and our thinking is ready for you as investors. So with those few remarks, Governor, I think I will stop there. I'll just make an announcement. Kindly request the owners of the following vehicles to move them to facilitate the arrival of the President, the chief guest. Vehicle number KDA 596V, Mercedes-Benz, KDA 596V, KDA 246V, Toyota double cab, KDS 111U, Toyota, KD 1515, Nissan, GKB 445M, Prado, KCC 235K, Fielder. Asanteni sana for listening.
Yeah, allow me to explain why Professor is giving examples about UK. He was a university lecturer at UK. And we are very happy he came back to Kenya. He studied at Njiri's High School, which is one of the most decorated secondary school here in Kigumo. He went to do law, University of Nairobi. He did masters in UK. He did a PhD in UK. He became a professor in UK. He was a visiting professor of Harvard, but he came back to Kenya and he decided to become a CEC of finance in Murang'a County. So allow me now to call another young man called Meshach. Meshach, when the county government came into being, we decided that we must make the idea of business, making business easy, operations in this county. And there is no better way to do that than to automate. Several entities tend to buy automation externally. And that tends to be very expensive, to buy a software. But Murang'a County did the opposite. We went to the university. We got young talents of computer scientists. These are the Gen Zs of today. He is a 27-year-old computer scientist, and he has helped us make Murang'a quite automated, together with other young engineers, software. I don't know whether they are here, those young people who work under Meshach. If you are here, please come. I would like to introduce you because we are very proud with the work you have done. You have saved this county a lot of money. Please come. Those who have been helping us do this software engineering department. Some of the software they are developed, in fact, they have been so sophisticated that some of us or some of our colleagues have resisted because they are too complicated. So allow me to introduce these young people who have been behind the automation journey. You introduce your name and you say what solution you have done, then Meshach will give a detailed example of each. So I'll start with the rest. Come. You say which one you are involved in developing.
My name is Preston Tall, a software engineer. I work with Meshach.
From which university?
From the University of Moi University. Yeah, so I've done softwares just such as finance management system. There is lands management system, and also SBP, a single business management system. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Tony Kosgei, a software engineer from Kabarak University. I work with the team, and together with Preston, we managed to do the revenue system, the single business permit, the procurement for the hospital, and many others. Thank you.
From which university?
From Kabarak University.
Thank you.
James Daiga from Kangema constituency.
From which university?
From University of Embu. We did human resource management system, Inua Mkulima dashboard, and we also did the voting applications that reward the best employees, the best department in the Murang'a County.
Hello, everyone. My name is Edwin Mariti from KCA University. So the number of softwares I've done at the county include an attendance mobile application, a business mapping application, the job portal that the county is currently using, a meeting attendance form. There is the Murang'a Youth Service attendance portal, and a few more. Thank you.
So this young man is the one who came up with a portal where you put a software on your phone. If you are an employee, once you enter Murang'a County headquarters, it recognizes you are there working. If you get out, it reports to the governor. You are not there. So employees were mad when they heard that. But the only people I told they must have it, whether come rain, come shine, were the chief officers, because they are the engine. So I now know who is the most hardworking chief officer. Karibu Mesha.
Thank you, Excellency. All protocols observed. My name is Mesha Kipkorir. I might be wrong, but probably the youngest chief officer in Kenya. Thank you, Governor, for believing in me. So I would like to quickly take you through all our automations since the Governor got in office. What you see now is our single business permit portal. So the executive and also the revenue team could monitor the revenue as they come in real time using this dashboard. Also, our liquor license permit is people can apply via this portal. So you don't have to come to Murang'a to apply for a single business permit or a liquor license. At the comfort of your home, you can apply, get approval, pay, and download your permit from your home. The next portal is our another revenue dashboard, which we collect revenue via *267#. So in real time, you can see the number of vehicles parked in Murang'a town, the number of market traders, the number of trucks in our quarries, and so on and so forth. Real-time revenue from our hospitals, and also money collected via Kangata Care and Afya KE, which we'll show you later. Our next portal is now the Afya KE. Currently, you can see we have 5,146 patients across Murang'a. On the slide right, you can see common illnesses that have been diagnosed today. We can see that we have mainly pain joints across Murang'a town, but also you can filter per hospital and see the statistics in real time. We also use it to monitor drug stocks levels. We also use it to...
whoever is handling, go back to where we were. You have touched elsewhere. Where we were, not there. Not there. Afya KE, not there. Anyway, I think it has gone, it's okay.
They can log back in, then when you logged in, you can come back here. Okay. The previous one. So this portal is our supplier portal. We use it to manage our FIF. As you know, there is a facility improvement funds that all money collected by hospitals retain in the hospital. So we use it to manage our procurement of gloves, pharmaceuticals, also milk, fuel from this portal. So all suppliers under framework contract can register and bid for tenders from this portal. Our next portal is the billing land management system. So if you want a billing plan approval, you can apply from your home also or from abroad, and it can take the due process and until you get a final approval stamped and signed without coming to Murang'a County. We also use it for development controls. Whenever they go for site visits, the physical planners, they do site visit control here. So if the building collapses somewhere, we could just come back to the portal and see the history of inspection. Our next portal is fleet management system. So it tracks all county vehicles. Of course, like any other institution, there may be cases of drivers going out to drinking with our vehicles. So if there is any case of disciplinary issue, we come back here and we can have an history of a vehicle back to when we installed it. So it can show you the route it took, how long they stopped at a certain place, and who's the driver. You can also switch it off remotely, and so on. So we are going to install, I think this coming financial year, a fuel tracking system where you can see the fuel level of vehicles real time. This is our HR system, also built by one of our colleagues who isn't here today. So leaves can be applied here. Trainings, appraisals, all can be done via this system without needing to knock on Chief Officer Public Service Office. Next system is our meeting system. Whenever we have meetings, we upload our minutes here so that we centralize the documents here, and also who attended and who not. So Edwin was here, was the one who came up with this. Our next one is our also attendance dashboard. So this also supplements the other system. You can go to the other one. Also, this is our meeting system. We proceed. So this is our call center. We can see from morning we have had 213 calls, 125 were answered, 41% were abandoned. They have to explain why. Yeah, and so on. So we have issues from the public that are logged in this system. So in case of anything, we can go back to this system and check what are the issues and where, so that we address them. Our next one is our telemedicine portal, where we get to see bookings for facility. And also, you can scroll down a bit. We can also have summaries per the facilities so that we track. Okay, it has all information regarding telemedicine. But the telemedicine sessions happens on the FAK system, the one that logged out. Proceed. So this is the attendance app, the one where if you come in, the app detects that you're within the vicinity so that you log in. If you go out, it tells you you need to log out and so on. Yeah, so we have quite a number of systems. I think next time we'll have time to take you through all of them, but thank you.
Yeah, I told you once we reach there, it will go off anyway. Thank you so much. Now, allow me to come to the main presentation of what Murang'a is offering. So whoever is handling this, can you now go to the presentation? Because now this is the core of this conference. We are basically telling you what do we have for you, and in this county, what opportunities are there, how do you get them? And as whoever is handling this comes into being, you can also log in on www.murang'a.go.ke. You get all those documents. www.murang'a.go.ke. You'll get all those documents. So allow me to now go to the presentation. Yes. We scroll to the next page. We start here. First, why are we inviting manufacturers and industries? We have studied the world about economic development, and we have realized that there is no single country that has ever become rich without industrialization and manufacturing. The opportunities we had, those lands, we could have called in, let's say, people who want to do hotels, any other kind of investment, housing, it's okay. But for us as a county, we want to pivot directly into manufacturing for the obvious reason we know it is the only way to become rich in this world. Take, for instance, look at Korea on your left side. That's a satellite image of modern Korea. Korea is divided into two, North Korea and South Korea. Below there is South Korea at night. Up there is North Korea. Look at how dark North Korea is. Look at how South Korea is at night. So we want Murang'a, God willing, not now. Maybe our dream will take 10, 50 years, whatever. But we pray God, one day Murang'a becomes South Korea. Look at Shanghai in China in 1930s, how it used to look. The same modern Shanghai now. And you can see the common thread is manufacturing and industrialization. Next slide. Same way, Shanghai then and how now it looks. And you all know the manufacturing center of this world is China. So the point we are trying to drive is the centrality of manufacturing in economic development. Next. Now, this one, I don't know whether you're able to see. Every year, United Nations Development Program, they publish something called Human Development Index. It shows, it ranks countries from number 1 to number last, how well the citizenry of those countries are living. They look at several parameters, including life expectancy, how long on average do people of that country live in that country. Some countries averagely, you live there for 50 years, then you die. Others, like China and like Japan, the average life expectancy is almost 100 years. Several indicators, including health and education. We deliberately compared Human Development Index of Kenya with that of Bangladesh. On the yellow is Bangladesh, the green is Kenya. If you look at the bar down there, you'll see in 1919, the year 2000, or even 2005, Bangladesh was poorer than Kenya. But in the year 2008, Bangladesh converged with Kenya and it started becoming richer than Kenya. Now you can see we are in the year 2025, Bangladesh is richer than Kenya. Why? Simple reason. The government of Bangladesh decided to position itself as the country for apparel making. And once they were able to do so, manufacturers who do clothes, they all went and invested there. That's how now in 2008, we converged, and now Bangladesh is a better country than Kenya. We believe if we pivot to manufacturing, Kenya will be richer than Bangladesh. Next slide. And okay, we all know conferences generally have not a very good name because people argue, people just come and talk. But allow me to persuade those who have a view why conferences are important. How else can you attract investors? You can sit down and wait for investors to trickle one by one. That will take ages. But you see, when you bring people together like we have done today, you pass the information faster, in a more aggregated manner, and therefore investors take decisions in a more faster way. So the conference is the idea of bringing the investor faster by bringing them together and disseminating that information in a more faster manner. So we therefore believe this conference is important in selling Murang'a as an investment destination. Next slide. So therefore, what are the objectives of the county? One of this conference. One is to showcase what investment opportunities we have in manufacturing, in health and technology. Two, we hope to attract private capital from local and international entities. Number three, we hope to provide a networking platform for investors and policymakers. And then finally, we want to build long-term partnership that create jobs and accelerate Murang'a County development. Next slide is the expected outcomes is that we will have onboarded local, foreign and diaspora investors. Two, we open Murang'a as an investment destination into the future. Three, we increase investor awareness and commitments in key sector. And finally, we strengthen public-private partnership. Before I go now to the main area, let me first go back and really emphasize on point number 4. Why the partnership between private and public is so important. I'm sure you can see this investment that we have done to hold this conference. It is capital intensive. If we had used resources from Murang'a County it would have meant we redirect the resources from the Uji program for the young children to this. But we are happy to say almost 75% of all these resources used to hold this, they have come from the private sector. They have come from the private sector. You have paid to come here, 10,000 shilling minimum, VIP 30,000. The exhibitors here have paid us. The key sponsors have paid millions of money, and therefore, we believe that if you want to save county from expending its own taxes, the best strategy is to get the private sector. And we are saying thank you for believing in Murang'a. And therefore, on that score, I have to really acknowledge our main sponsor, Equity Bank. We have other, can you clap for Equity Bank? Let me also mention Del Monte. We have Kakuzi. We have Jubilee Insurance, clap for them. We have Aga Khan Hospital. We have NCBA Bank. We have Cooperative Bank, Lab Fund, Farm Limited. We have a Chinese company called Shandong Holdings. We have Family Bank, Amica. We have Fintrinet. We have CPF. We have DT Bank, Finsco, KTDA, Mamangena University, Metropolitan Hospital, Murang'a University, and Pioneer University. Clap for them. I hope I have mentioned everyone, because were it not for them, we would have used taxpayers' money, but you have found it fit to support us, and we do this. So let me now come to the opportunities. The first opportunity is Murang'a Industrial Park.